Hello, I am going to show these paper flowers right here. They don't add a lot of bulk, and they still have that grungy look. And I've paired them up with some shimmery. It's off of one of these bushels that you get in the wedding section. And these are really cool because they're wire. And you just poke a hole in them and bend them over like a brad. And they're super cute. Now these already have pearls in them, but I took one out. Well, I say I took one out. I lost one. So I put some bling in it instead. But I am showing you these right here. And so first what you want to do is grab a book. Now I use John Jake's North and South because it's a book that I had around and it's one of my favorites. So it kind of has a little bit of sentimental meaning for me. And some of the story parts may not be completely appropriate for whatever page I'm sticking it in, but who cares? So you want to fold this in half and half and half again until you've got it to about the size that you want. And you take your scissors and a very rough, uneven circle is what you want to cut out of here. And then you have these circles. And at that point, you're going to want to squirt them down with some Glimmer Mist. And in this case, I've already got some done. They take forever to dry. So I squirted them down with green, but they still have some of my muddy red on them because I squirted them in a box that still has some wet stuff in it. So they're a little bit muddy. Now you do want to get these on both sides because you will be able to see both sides. So you're going to want to take them and layer them up, trying to get them a little bit offset so they're not exactly perfect. There. Then I took my awl to poke a hole in the middle of it. Just kind of right down in the middle. And you can stick a brad through here, which is what I'm going to do, assuming I can find my box of brads. Okay, here's a box of brads. And I'm going to take one of these little teeny tiny green ones. Okay, never mind. I'm going to take one of these teeny tiny orange ones. Whoa. So you poke it through there. And with my other one, I just layered them up and used some tacky glue to glue them down. Either way it would work. This is just less time consuming. So this is like almost a lollipop flower. I've just got a lot more layers and they're not staggered sizes. So then you want to just take these layer by layer, pull them up, mash them down. I'm going to do that for each layer. And you can twist, and bend and tack to get that look that you want. And you also, when you're cutting these circles, you don't have to use all of the ones that you cut out if you don't want that much bulk. Alright, so I have 3 more ones left, so I'm really going to just do those together for time's sake. So you got them all bunched up. And I want to cover that brad. So I'm kind of pinching and twisting to get that done. And now I'm going to use some more of my Glimmer Mist that I made. This is a mixture of really rust of Stampin' Up and some black ink to kind of muddy it up a little bit more. Okay, so I squirted that down. Wipe this off a little bit. And then, since my Glimmer Mist has glue in it, this is going to really hold in place once you get it. So this is your kind of final stop to getting it to where you want it. Let's stick a couple layers so I don't burn my cutting mat. Now I'm just heating it with my heat gun. You can also just let this drip dry. And also with this glue, while you're drying it, if you hold down pieces of it, it'll help, it'll help dry it in place where you want it. Slippery little sucker. Okay, close enough. So now that I have that dry, so it's pretty yucky and dingy right now, so you could just pop this on a layout just as it is. I, however, just had a thought, so I'm going to act on it real quick. I am going to get some, what are these? Ultra-fine dazzling diamonds. And you find that I am not loyal by any means to any particular product. So I do love Tim Holtz stuff. But other than that, and I'm just taking a little bit of plain old Elmer's glue, and I've just got it on a picture here because I'm not going to use this one. And it makes for a good little palette. And I'm just kind of tapping my finger in it and just bouncing it around on top of this flower. Just barely getting some edges. Not using a lot here. I don't think I got anything on this side here. Poke that down. Okay. Get that out of the way and hope I remember not to put anything on top of it. A little piece of paper here. Grab my dazzling diamonds. Dump some on there. Grab a tweezer. Now that's just barely got any on there, but isn't that pretty? It's kind of sparkly, kind of dingy, but very gorgeous. And there you go. I've got my new flower that I will probably put on the other half of this page. Gorgeous. Please let me know if you have any questions.